Hey guys, welcome back to Word to War. My name is Jorge Guerra.
And I'm Sergio Guerra.
And today we're going to be reviewing X-Men Days of the Future Past.
Yep. It's, I guess, the fourth installment, right? In the X-Men series. It's got director Bryan Singer back and a lot of the original cast from the Bryan Singer films.
Bryan Singer, who's not a singer, director.
So, anyhow, we saw this movie, right? The movie, if in case you haven't seen any of the movies or whatever, you don't necessarily have to. I think you'll get a lot more out of it. But this movie kind of follows a plot line from the comic books. If you follow the Days of the Future Past, storyline, pretty much the X-Men in the future are having trouble. They're losing a war, and due to these superpowered Sentinel robots that are out hunting mutants everywhere. So they're facing their extinction, and the only way they can get an upper hand is to send Wolverine, Hugh Jackman, back in time to try and fix all this with like the way that it started, which was with Mystique. So stopping her from murdering somebody. It gets a little convoluted, but nothing too hard. It's actually a really cool plot. But anyways, Wolverine goes back to the past and meets up with old Xavier from First Class, and then also the Magneto from First Class, and a bunch of other characters. It was a pretty cool ride. What do you think?
I enjoyed it. I actually didn't like X-Men First Class too much, so I wasn't too excited to see, except for the Days of the Future Past plotline, because I really like that plotline in the comics, which is a little bit different from the comics. If you've read the comics, it's different. But either way, so I wasn't expecting too much of this. I was still a little on the fence about it. But, I honestly enjoyed it. The actors were good. I mean, it's a great cast. You have, Patrick Stewart as, the older Professor X. You have, what's Magneto's name?
Ian McKellen?
I was going to call him Liam Neeson. But you have Ian McKellen as like the older Magneto, which they're awesome in all their parts. And then the younger versions are like great actors as well. So it definitely picks up right after X-Men First Class. And I thought it did well in kind of merging the two worlds together. I thought that was really cool. Just from the get-go, you kind of get that kind of like, they really set the world, the future world, as bleak, like really, really well. The fighting sequences were cool. We saw it in 3D, which I think helped it a little bit, but I don't think it blew anything out of the water with the 3D effects. So if you watch it in normal, I think you'll be fine. But plotline and stuff like that, I think it flowed pretty well. There was some slow spots, I thought, but it didn't deter from it at all. It was very, they were very minuscule. There wasn't that many, but it flowed really well. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed where the characters went. I enjoyed like the message that it kind of brought about, and the end was total awesomeness and total payoff, and it just like it was a really good way to clean the slate. I was saying, Sergio, it's like. It was better than them just going, what, we're just going to ignore the rest of the films and just start something completely new, Spider-Man. But yeah, so it was very much so a good way to clean the slate, and it made me excited to see where this was going, which is cool. So I mean, that's what I thought. But what did you think about it?
I thought it was really, really good. I was going into it expecting it to be good. Having director Bryan Singer back, I liked X-Men 2 the best out of the first three X-Men movies, and he's the one that did that. So I think there definitely is like his thumbprint on this. There's more of a storyline actually going through the whole film besides the action, but it starts off really fast paced with some really cool fight scenes in the future.
Yeah.
Seeing kind of like the X-Men of the future and characters in the future just kind of taking on these Sentinels. And then it kind of, slows down a bit, but it never really feels, at least to me, it didn't feel like it got too slow, because as soon as you kind of start feeling a lull, like something else happens that propels you forward in the story. And so because of that, at least to me, I didn't feel that it slowed down too much. Being a fan of the comic books, the story's slightly different, but it's really nice, like George said, that they were able to incorporate, and I thought it was really well done. They incorporated all the films. I mean, his films, the ones he didn't direct, and this one all together with the story from the comic books. I think that's fucking difficult. So hats off to director Bryan Singer and writers. But I think it was a pretty good, smooth ride all the way through. If you've seen the other movies and you like the characters, there's a lot of, especially towards the end, there's a lot of really cool things for you. Fans of the other movies and all. So, I mean, as far as rating, what do you think you'd give it?
I would give it an 8. Like, I mean, even though, like I said, like I felt there was little parts like that were slow, I would probably get this one. I didn't get the first one. I would probably get this one because it was, like you said, it was a fun ride. There's definitely, what is it called? Fan service for it. So, yeah, definitely that was cool. One thing we will tell you is stay after the credits. Definitely stay. But yeah, so I would give it an 8. What would you give it?
Yeah, I have a lot of little things to pick with the movie, but it doesn't detract from the enjoyment of it. I think if you're a kid that hasn't seen many of the movies, this will still be cool to you. If you've been a fan of the other films, you're probably gonna like it a lot. And if you've never ever seen any of the films, you're an adult, it's still pretty entertaining. So I think you can follow it almost at any age, and it's pretty enjoyable for anybody. So my rating for this one would be an 8 as well, because it was really, really good, I think, in my opinion.
It all punches back, we were talking about.
Yeah, everything
was pretty cool.
Yeah, we don't want to do spoilers, but there's a lot of scenes in there where you would expect something like this, especially a superhero movie, to kind of pull the punches a little bit, but they went full out, and that's what made it really cool.
Yeah, that is really cool. Yeah, but I mean, as always, let us know what you thought. I mean, if you go out and check this out, let us know how you would compare it to like the superhero movies that are coming out right now. How you liked it, if you liked it better than the last one, worse, whatever the case may be. But as always, let us know here in the comments down below. Also, like, subscribe if you'd be so kind, share if you'd be even kinder, it'd be awesome. But again, my name is Jorge Guerra.
And I'm Sergio Guerra.
And y'all have a good one. Bye.